Hi everyone, it's Heidi again. We are watching a video called South Korea 4K Interesting Facts About South Korea. I have to admit, I've heard some things about North Korea. Who hasn't? I don't really know a ton about South Korea, to be honest. I think it looks really pretty when I see pictures. I think the language, at least in writing, is so cute. But I'd love to learn a little bit more about South Korea. So hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. Join me in my journeying about learning about the world, because there are so many things that I don't know. Come see me on Twitch too. We always learn a lot of fun things over there too. This is by Cool Vision. I don't know if I've heard of this YouTube channel before, so let me know what you think about the video that we watch as well. But let's do this.
Hey guys, what's going on? In this video we're going to talk about South Korea. This country is equally known for its competitive modern economy and centuries-old Buddhist temples, green hilly countryside, and high-tech cities. Welcome to South Korea. Let's get started.
Yay!
South Korea occupies the southern part of the Korean peninsula. It has a predominantly mountainous terrain. The country has a humid continental climate in the north and a humid subtropical climate in the south. Summers are relatively hot and humid, with monsoon rains beginning near the end of June and lasting until mid to late July. Winters can be very cold. Korea prides itself on the vividness of the four seasons.
Oh.
The population of the country is 51.6 million.
Okay. Cool. So far, so good.
Korea's modern history is anything but simple. It was annexed by the Empire of Japan in 1910, and at the end of the Second World War, the country was divided into Soviet and American zones of occupations. After the Korean War, the country was
heard about
poor.
that.
Something had to be done. They had to curb corruption, introduce central planning, and begin producing everything that was required by the external market. Shoes, clothing, toys, and so on.
Really quickly, I wonder where this person's from. Their accent is very interesting. Like, I feel like at first it sounded kind of like slightly Australian, but now it is kind of bringing in like a Southern American accent. I don't really know. Do any of you recognize, or maybe you know this YouTube channel? Do you know where this guy's from? His accent is, I can't place it. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, moving. We're continuing.
But all this took place under the leadership of military dictators. And it wasn't until the 1990s that the country became a truly democratic state.
Wow, I was already born in the 1990s. That is not very long ago. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I would have guessed that. Fascinating. Good for them.
Today, it's the world's 11th largest economy by nominal GDP and the world's 5th largest exporter. The fact that Korea was able to get to this point in just 50 years is mind-blowing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Especially knowing that the country has a rather poor supply of natural resources. Today, it's the 6th largest car manufacturer, the world's largest shipbuilder, the world's largest manufacturer of memory chips, and the list goes on and on. Some of its giants, such as Samsung and LG Electronics, are known worldwide. By the way,
I have a Samsung phone. Samsung is South Korean? Ow, I just hit my hand on my monitor. There you go. Good to know. Or a big influence.
Samsung Group is so big that apart from electronics and home appliances, it has automobile production, the chemical industry, finance, insurance, and even construction. Did you know that it was Samsung Group that built Petronas Towers in Malaysia, Taipei 101 skyscraper in Taiwan, and the Grand Burj Khalifa in Dubai?
Cool, did not know that. But now we do.
One of the biggest challenges today for South Korea is how to get along with its unpredictable neighbor, North Korea, because it possesses nuclear weapons, and it seems like it's not joking.
I think it's funny how they changed the music. It's like, all right, we're serious now. This is a serious topic. It would be interesting to neighbor North Korea with just everything that I've heard about North Korea. Maybe that's something else that we should learn on the channel. Dive into a little more on the channel. I don't know. Everything I hear is just so crazy about that place. But yeah, that would be, I don't know. Are people super concerned? I don't know.
Poverty and prosperity on the Korean peninsula are divided by the strip of the demilitarized zone, one of the most explosive borders in the world. There is an enormous gap in living standards. The average salary in South Korea is about $2,600 a month, and in North Korea, just $40.
See, everything, and who knows if it depends on where you are, or anyway. Oh, let's see. When was this published, by the way? This was published in 2018, so I wonder if you guys know of anything that might have changed since then. It's been 5 years. A lot can change in 5 years, but just make sure to correct anything that might be updated. But yeah, that's insane.
Most Koreans have great work ethic. You can say that Koreans live to work and not work to live. Companies are legally required to provide just 15 days of paid annual leave. But surprisingly, according to a study conducted by the Korea Culture and Tourism Institute, most employees only took an average of 8.6 days off out of those 15 days.
I feel like that can be similar to here in the USA. I feel like there are a lot of people who we call them workaholics, right? Where people are work, get the money, and they don't allow themselves to relax. I'm honestly still learning about that and how to let myself relax and not feel bad or guilty about relaxing and not feeling productive or something like that. That's interesting. Like, I wonder how healthy that is. I'm not sure. I'm sure they get a lot done. That's for sure.
There is currently quite a high demand for native English speakers in South Korea, and many expats opt for jobs teaching English as a foreign language. Korea is known for its intensity. Starting at a young age, many children are forced into this hurried culture and there's no turning back. They're raised to study multiple hours a day at schools of all kinds. Art, English, math, science, you name it. Koreans take education very seriously.
I mean, on one hand, I could see that being, too much of hard work obviously is probably not the best thing. Sometimes I wish that we'd have a better outlook on education here. Sometimes that would be nice. Well, it depends on what they're learning about, right? One of the things that I really, really wish that America would educate better on is the rest of the world, right? Obviously, that's why we are watching stuff like this on the YouTube channel, because I just felt like I didn't get a good grasp on the good things that were happening out in the world. We heard about the wars that happened. We heard about, why, we're better in certain aspects and stuff like that. I don't know. But, and certain people would get into history and learn, or learn about other countries, but it was not a priority, well, at least when I was going to school. So hopefully they learn about that kind of stuff too.
There's no surprise that funding of science in Korea is one of the highest in the world.
And that's
South
good.
Korea is one of the most ethnically homogeneous countries in the world. Most Koreans are peaceful and friendly. Crime is at a very low level. In most parts of the country, it's absolutely safe to walk at night, even for a girl. And
That's
if you
awesome.
leave your bicycle in front of a store, you don't have to worry about it being stolen. On top of that, there's video surveillance everywhere. Respect for one's elders is a huge part of Korean culture.
They're so cute.
Now let's take a look at different parts of Korea. Seoul is the capital city with a population of 10 million people. A huge metropolis.
I've only heard of Seoul. I know that that's a big city in South Korea because of GeoGuessr. That's it. So that's the only thing that I know about Seoul anyway. But I'm proud of myself for even recognizing that that's a city. Okay, anyway.
Where modern skyscrapers, street markets, and pop culture meet Buddhist temples and palaces.
Oh, wow.
It's a city surrounded by mountains. Great public transportation and plenty of shopping malls.
Really quickly, I just want to point out how I think it's cool. This is just like something so simple and doesn't even matter, but their street lights are sideways. It looks like they have similar colors. They have the red, but it looks like they have red and yellow up at the same time. Anyway, I wonder what the difference is. Like, I would not be able to drive well because I would not understand what's going on with these street lights. But ours are vertical and theirs are horizontal. I just think that's kind of cool.
Great public transportation and plenty of shopping malls. Gangnam is Seoul's best-known neighborhood, thanks to Psy, a popular Korean rapper, and his hit song of 2012, Gangnam Style.
Oh, yep. Yep, we all know that one.
Busan is the summer capital and the second largest city. It's also the country's largest port and one of the most modern cities of Asia. The city is known for its numerous skyscrapers, majestic mountains, fabulous beaches, steaming hot springs, and fantastic seafood.
Sounds like that's where you want to visit if you're visiting from outside the country. Whoops. Sounds like that would be a good one.
Incheon. Incheon is a city bordering Seoul. You can actually get here by subway. It's best known for its ultra-modern Incheon International Airport, with railway connections to Seoul, which features a casino, a spa, and even a golf course.
Nice.
Apart from that, this city is an expanding metropolis and an industrial port. During the Korean War, the city was the site of the Incheon landing by American forces. Daegu. Daegu is the fourth largest city, known for its festivals and a fascinating traditional medicine market. This city is famous for being the center of the nation's textile industry and a humming downtown that's fun to explore.
Cool.
Ulsan. Ulsan is a seaside metropolitan city in the southeast of Korea with a population of 1.2 million. It has the world's largest automobile assembly plant, operated by the Hyundai Motor Company, the world's largest shipyard, operated by the Hyundai Heavy Industries, and the world's third largest.
Is that what we call Hyundai? I think that we pronounce it Hyundai.
Shipyard, operated by the.
I think that we say Hyundai.
Hyundai Heavy Industries.
But they say Hyundai?
And the world's third largest oil refinery, owned by SK Energy. Gyeongju. Gyeongju was once the capital of the 1,000-year-long Silla Korea Kingdom and is possibly the foremost location in Korea where many ancient buildings, burial grounds, and artifacts can be found. Driving through this city, you will notice a lot of temples. The 8th century Bulguksa temple features 2 stone pagodas, a series of wooden staircases, and a large bronze temple features 2 stone.
I need to see Karate Kid again. Not the original one, the one with freaking whatever, Will Smith's son. Anyway, this looks like a building in there. Anyway, it probably isn't, but I had to double take, of course.
Pagodas, a series of wooden staircases, and a large bronze Buddha. Ask any Korean to name a city with the greatest historical value, and the answer will likely be Gyeongju.
That's awesome.
There are about 3,000 islands around Korea, mostly small and uninhabited. The largest island is Jeju.
Wow.
About 100 kilometers of the southern coast. It's known for its beach resorts and volcanic landscape of craters and cave-like lava tubes. Hellison Mountain, a dormant...
Whoa, wait, look how big! Look how big that... I love gigantic statues. So cool. That's really cool. I want to get a picture in front of that.
Volcano features hiking trails, a crater lake at the 2,000-meter summit. South Korea has 20 national parks and popular natural places like the Boseon Tea Fields, Suncheon Bay Ecological
cute.
Park, and many others.
Very beautiful.
One of the most popular national parks is Seoraksan National Park. Not only does this park offer hikes for any level of expertise, but it offers some of the most beautiful sceneries of Korea. There are
So
many
pretty.
parks in the cities that feature outdoor gyms, giving local residents the chance to work out for free.
I do love this. I wasn't sure. I had the hardest time remembering which countries in Asia have these kind of things the most. But South Korea, yes, I love that they have outdoor exercise equipment, like just at parks. So awesome. I love that so much. And maybe this is specifically to national parks. I don't know exactly. But I think that that's really, really cool. I feel like we definitely don't promote exercise like this, like other countries do sometimes. So awesome. I think it's adorable, first of all, and also really, really cool. Oops.
Some equipment uses a person's body weight to act as resistance. Similar to equipment found in many gyms, the machines have just gotten that much better.
That's so fun.
Domestic travel is incredibly efficient. One of the most convenient ways to travel between cities in Korea is by train. The KTX train, which is similar to Japan's bullet train, is able to get you from Seoul to the resort town of Busan in just 2.5 hours. There is an extensive road, rail, and ferry transport systems. South Korea is
Cool.
one of the leaders in many fields of medicine, especially plastic surgery. According to studies for 2011, South Korea has the highest number of surgeries per capita, even ahead
Wow.
of the US. A lot of Korean girls like to correct their eyelids,
Oh,
making their eyes
interesting.
bigger.
Interesting. I wonder how many of those surgeries are plastic. Did he say specifically plastic surgeries or just surgeries in general? Hold on, I need to watch that again.
South Korea is one of the leaders in many fields of medicine, especially plastic surgery.
Plastic, okay,
According
I
to
missed the
studies
plastic.
For 2011,
Makes sense. Okay. Fascinating.
have you
It does seem like, I mean, maybe this is also a problem that there is such a. I wonder if there's a very high pressure to look good, look pretty, look handsome, whatever. Maybe that's why they have outdoor exercise, equipment so that your body can look good. And then they have, a lot of plastic surgery, stuff like that. I wonder if there is some kind of downside when it comes to that kind of thing too. I think that it's important to have a balance of, encouraging to be healthy, but if there's and we have this here too. Oh, 100%, we have this here. If there's a pressure to, look a certain way or things like that, that can be not ideal and very sad and a lot of pressure, especially for young people. So I wonder how much of an issue it is here. Anyway.
ever heard of the Korean wave or K-pop? This is the penetration of Korean pop culture to other countries, as well as cinema, food, and martial arts. With this level of popularity, the trend might be reversed, and European girls will want to look like Korean. Then there's the weird side of the Korean culture. At least for Europeans, in South Korea, poop has long been a popular icon. Why did poop become such a beloved icon? Maybe it's because of its associations with wealth and good fortune.
What is this? What is this restaurant? Guys, guys, if we ever go to South Korea, we have to go here. What in the world is this? Is that where the little, because we have the little poop plushies and the little poop emoji got pretty popular here, maybe in like the last 5 years or so, here in America. Is South Korea, but where is that came from? Because I was like, what is this? That's so funny. Oh man. At least they embrace it, right? They are not ashamed, obviously.
An old superstition states that a person will be prosperous if he or she dreams of poop.
What?
Korean cuisine
That's the best. That is so funny. Where did that come from? When did that start? That's hilarious. Healthy relationship with shit. Healthy relationship. That's so great.
Is largely based on...
Okay, sorry. Here we go.
Korean cuisine is largely based on rice, vegetables, and meats. Kimchi is a pretty healthy side dish and a staple in Korean cuisine. It is a traditional side dish made from salted and fermented vegetables, most commonly Napa cabbage and Korean radishes, with a variety of seasonings and a red chili pepper sauce.
Some of that looks really good and some of it really does not look good, but all I know is that I love Korean barbecue here, and maybe it's very Americanized, but they have kimchi and they have like this. They have where what's it called? I guess just Korean barbecue, I don't know, but where you kind of cook your own meat and then you get, I don't know, whatever sides there are. Oh, so freaking good. Koreans know what they're doing.
Much like beer in Germany, wine in France, and vodka in Russia, maggioli and soju are traditional Korean alcoholic beverages. Maggioli has a milky, opaque color and a low alcohol content of 6 to 13%. It's low in calories and high in protein. Also, it contains high levels of yeast and lactobacillus, giving it a nutty and sweet flavor. Another adored drink in Korea is soju, with an alcohol content of about 20%. Somak, a mixture of beer and soju, is ever present at most dinners with Korean businessmen.
See, and this is exactly what a table would like. We have Korean barbecue places here, and man, it's so good. I wonder how similar it is or what the differences are. I mean, several, I'm sure. But yeah, love that. Also, I thought it was so cute that they kind of got the soju, how do you say it, out with a ladle. I think that's really cute too.
Soju, a clear Korean liquor similar to vodka, is
Oh shoot, no, this is soju. What was the other one? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
1 calories and high low alcohol. Maggioli has
Maggioli.
Maggioli
is the one that they ladle out, and I think that's so cute. Soju is this
a mixture of beer and soju is ever present at most dinners with Korean businessmen.
Okay.
Soju, a clear Korean liquor similar to vodka, is much milder and cheaper, and the choice of many.
What the heck did they just do with the spoon? Watch that again.
Is much milder and cheaper, and the choice of many.
That is magic. That's cool.
Koreans are very fond of coffee, and there's a coffee shop on every corner.
Nice.
Korea is basically a no-tip culture, which means cab drivers don't expect any reward for their services, and it's pretty much the same way for staff in local restaurants as well as hotels.
They're actually paid well, I think.
South Korean apartments will often come with a washing machine, floor heating, and air conditioning. This is especially true of newer buildings. Korean buildings are also very safe. Even though the crime rate in South Korea is already very low, most Korean apartments will require a gate front door key or a combination as well as the individual door key.
No.
Today, baseball is one of the most popular sports in South Korea.
Really? I would not have guessed that. Okay, in my mind, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be completely wrong about this. In my mind, baseball was invented in America. As far as I know, that could be completely wrong. But like, usually baseball is seen as a very American, sport. But if it was invented somewhere else, cool. But I would not have thought that South Koreans play baseball. I mean, or that it's so popular, right? I feel like everyone plays every sport to an extent. But I would not have guessed that. That's very interesting. Somebody tell me, tell me if I'm right about that.
Nothing comes close to video games. They're considered to be the major social activity. Teenagers are hoping to become professional players. They flock to a growing number of private after-hours schools, coaching them how to play video games better.
Oh.
And they even broadcast major video game events on national TV.
Okay. They on
Summer
Twitch?
in Korea is hot and humid. Fortunately, there are plenty of beaches here. South Korea has come a long way, from a poor country to one of the most powerful economies in the world. What do you think about Korea? Have you ever been to Korea? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks
Yes,
for
go
watching,
let them know
and
in their
stay tuned.
comment section. Very cool. Honestly, like, there are definitely some things that I see could be extremely beneficial. Some things that I could see as not so beneficial, especially when it comes to kind of the work ethic, the kind of the high expectations, it seems. High pressure when it comes to education, looks probably, things like that. But very, very cool, and it is amazing how far they have come, right? I do like hearing that. It is very cool to see countries who have been through a lot, with wars, just history. It's cool to see that. So good for South Korea. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think that I've commented throughout the entire thing, so I don't have much else to say, but I think that would be a cool country to visit one day. I want to try Korean barbecue in Korea. That would be freaking awesome. So maybe that will be a bucket list item of mine. But anyway, let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching this video with me. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.